In this video, we'll go over the process for creating a purchase request. A purchase request is the only way for a club officer to deduct funds from their club's account. First, find the UAA Student Clubs in Greek Life website. You can find it by searching UAA SCGL. Alternately, if you're starting from the alaska.edu website, you can simply add /students/organizations to the URL. Follow our link to access UAA Life. Sign in with the same username and password that you use for Blackboard and UA Online. This website is a directory for every student club and organization on campus. In the search bar, type in the name of your club. This leads to the club's website. If you're an officer, you'll have a Manage Organizations button near the top. Clicking on this 3-bar icon will open a menu. Click on the Finance tab to open a catalog of past purchase requests. From the Create New Request menu, choose to create a purchase request. This is how you create a purchase request. Anytime you plan on using money from your club's account, a purchase request should be filled out. There are several different ways to spend club money. The first is a Pro Card. This is a credit card owned by the university that's loaned to students. Students can make a reservation on the purchase request to check out the card, and it must be returned with original itemized receipts. These cards can be used to make any number of purchases at any number of vendors. They can be taken to local retailers, used within the office to make payments over the phone, or to make payments online. A Costco card is a credit card owned by the university checked out to students that is only for use at Costco. The Student Clubs and Greek Life department has a Costco membership and can loan this card to students. A journal voucher is for payments made between university entities or departments. For example, if one club wants to give money to another club, they would do so through a journal voucher. Or if you were to pay for a space rental, you would use a JV to pay the building. A direct pay or reimbursement is a direct payment from the university to an individual, usually made by check or direct deposit. This is what you would use if a student had already made a purchase and would like to get reimbursed, or if you're paying an individual for a service. The individual would receive a check made directly from the university. If you wanted to check out a Pro Card and take it to a local store, this is what your purchase request might look like. I have the reason for the request in the subject line, an estimated cost as my requested amount, and under the description, I've put what I'm buying and why. Because I'm making this purchase for Club Council, I've chosen their account. The category indicates which form the money will be spent. If you're checking out a credit card, you'll choose Custodial MasterCard. The payee always indicates the party that's receiving money. Since I'm going to Fred Meyer, I'll fill in the information for the nearest store under Payee Information. Then enter the time and date that you would like to check out the card. Custodial credit cards may only be checked out during office hours, which are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Cards must be returned by 5 p.m. on the day they're checked out. If you're not able to retrieve the card until after 2 p.m., the card may be returned by 10 a.m. the next day. Always include itemized receipts when you turn in the custodial credit card. Then enter any more pertinent information about the payee and the date and time of the event. If possible, include a document of all students, staff, and faculty that you expect to attend your event. If your purchase includes gifts, door prizes, or giveaways, please indicate so here. These kinds of purchases require additional approval from university procurement and additional paperwork. Pre-approval is always required to purchase the following: hazardous materials, prizes or rewards, gifts, gift cards, catering costing more than $500, or entertainment expenses. Do not make these purchases before getting your PR approved. There are a lot of rules, and members will not be eligible for reimbursement, and it may cost the club certain privileges if one fails to do so. If given prior approval, entertainment expenses can include group activities such as bowling or movies, or occasionally gifts. These purchases can never include dining at restaurants or the purchase of any alcohol. I'm aware that was a lot of rules, but don't worry, I'll go back over them at the end. Just be aware that if you're planning to purchase any of these items with your purchase request, or refund someone who has made one of these purchases, you're going to have to budget extra time and extra paperwork in order for these payments to be processed. Include your full name and your contact information. The office should be able to get a hold of you if we have any questions or concerns about your request. When it's complete, go ahead and submit. Lastly, I'll explain how you can reimburse members from your club's account. By requesting a direct pay or reimbursement, club members can be reimbursed for purchases they've made using their personal funds. Start with similar information in the first 3 rows. And under categories, choose direct pay/reimbursement. In this case, the payee is an individual instead of a business. They will receive payment by way of check or direct deposit directly from the University of Alaska. Before submitting, the requester should include their full name, email address, and phone number. That way the office can contact them with any questions or concerns about the request. When this is complete, go ahead and submit. Lastly, we'll go over how to approve a purchase request. Starting from the finance page, you'll see every request that's been made. President and treasurers must both approve a purchase request before it can be approved by the office. If you are the president or the treasurer, you'll have a change stage option in the corner of the window. Change the stage to your position and hit save. Once a purchase request has been through the treasurer and president stage, we can approve it in the Student Clubs and Greek Life office. Then you'll be able to make your purchase. Briefly, I'll reiterate the rules of requesting money from your club's account. When asking to use a Pro Card, expect extra time to be taken to process pre-approval for these items. Do not ask to use a Pro Card for meals at a restaurant or for alcohol. The Costco card can only be used at Costco, and there is a one-strike system for mistakes. Mess up once, you can't use it again. Never use it for prizes, awards, gifts, or gift cards. Do not make invalid purchases with personal funds, then request a reimbursement. PRs of this nature will be canceled.